Actually, I don't need to do that. Everything annoys me. Everything is dumb. I'm beginning to lose my patience. God. Alright, so no, let's do Chrome. Because unfortunately, I'm helpless and can't remember any of my passwords or emails. Dot 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 dot. Let's try this one. It's probably the one I should have used earlier. Hey, coach. Like that. Just got to get more people in this bitch. Let's see. Taxi. Crosswalk. Hooray! And it says I have 3 people watching coming from good old YouTube. So, what is going on, everybody? I'm going to give you guys the Discord. Copy. There we go. This link will work for the next 24 hours. So, enjoy. This is the link to how's the Pokemon card selling. You know, up, down, all around. Yeah, they're doing pretty good actually. So, as always. It has slowed down over the weekend because I haven't really been paying attention to anything. Because, you know, the wedding and all that. Now I'm kind of back at it, and today I'm playing catch up with the stuff I should have been doing Saturday and Sunday. But, I'm just like exhausted, man. So I think I'd chit-chat with you guys while I work on this. This is the first episode of the live stream. Real Talk with Money and Tim. So this is going up. This is going up. Such dim lighting, Mace. Are you okay? It probably looks far more dim on your guys' end than on mine. I'm good. I'm tired as hell. That's for damn sure. But it's not the best camera in the world, so there's that. I could probably make it a little bit better for you guys. I don't want it to be so grainy though. Let me see. There's a oh, exposure is all the way up. I've pulled up the ISO quite a bit. Tell me if that's any better. Dude, I already got one. Oh, rip it? Dude, I haven't had those in so long. Yeah, let me know if the lighting's better. I just pulled up the ISO on it, so. But yeah, I'm trying to get this damn thing uploaded on YouTube for you guys, so. Because I promised to do it. I was hoping to do it Saturday, but I got so tied up with the wedding. I think we should be good now. I'm just gonna try it again. I was having issues uploading it, man. And I have no idea why, so. Yeah. We're working through some stuff, so this first episode is... It is what it is. Oh, yeah, and it's actually writing now. Sweet. So I just literally have to let that sit there for a while to do its thing. I should be their spokesperson. Actually, I probably went, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 months. So, no, wait, since Michael moved here, I haven't really been drinking them. But then I recently saw my parents, and they drink Rockstars all the time. So, when I met up with them at the hotel, I picked up some Rockstars for them. And because I got some for them, I got some for me, and so this is the last one I have left. Or do I have, this is the last one I have left, so I'm just drinking this. Oh yeah, actually, I don't actually have a copy of my book here at the house. All my copies are in storage right now. Should be their spokesperson. Perfect advertising. Yeah, dude, we used to fucking rip-its like all the time, man. We'd just be shotgunning them. Like, when you deploy, you get the small ones, but just crack the sugar-free ones. Oh man, it was nuts. Yeah, we used to just shotgun them, like back to back to back, and there's those things, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we did some testing today. So the next issue of the podcast is actually going to have video. This one doesn't. So I just put the Discord link up there. That please, we need people on our Discord, so if you guys could jump on, that would be much appreciated. This is a lot of housekeeping stuff. I'm also going to get you guys the link for, let me see. I want to, don't know, those little ribs. Let's see. Let me open up Chrome. I'm going to open up, no, wait, I don't even need to go through Chrome. I could actually just do it through right here. So, I am going to share this link with you guys. And so basically what this link does is it does two things. Here is, you'll see our podcast, me and Tim's. So two things. One, you can leave a voicemail that will appear on the podcast. We have to vet it, of course, but you can leave a voice memo and we could have some fun with it, right? Questions, comments, concerns, asking for life advice, or talking about something that we talked about the week previously if you want to continue the discussion. Also, that link, if you don't do, you should, I'd watch it. That's going to be next week. This upcoming week, it's going to be a video one. We're still going to do audio for all the audio outlets, but for YouTube specifically, we're going to have that. So right now, the audio I had to make into a video, and that is uploading from last week's, which that came out Friday. So yes, you guys are getting kind of late, but if you also think about it, you're going to get 2 in 1. So the way this works is that the podcast comes out every week on Friday. We record Wednesday, releases Friday. Patreon gets it a day early, so they get it on Thursday. And I think I might include video for that. So if you want to watch the video of the podcast, you can watch it early on Thursday, but it's going to be private until Saturday or Friday. I haven't decided yet. I don't even know about doing early access for video on Patreon just yet, because I need to see how much of a headache it's going to be at all. So we did some testing on video today, but to actually do a full thing of the podcast, recorded video on this computer, is going to be interesting. Have I ever decided to make my own film? I used to do short films. Hi, howdy, welcome back. When are the pod? Yeah, so the pod. Yes, so when are the podcasts happening? Yeah, like I said, so Wednesday record, Thursday early access from Patreon, Friday live free for everybody, and then tentatively Saturday will be the day that the video version comes out. And that's just because because the whole distance learning with school thing, even today I'm kind of breaking my own rules and working while the kid's in school. So, yeah. What else? Housekeeping. Yeah, the voice memos, super down for. I'm kind of leaning towards questions, like life advice kind of stuff. We'll play the we'll play the audio for you guys, and then we'll be like, okay, yeah, so here's what we think about that. Blah, 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 blah. Few takeaways. The first episode, and we noticed this on Spotify, this is why instead of using just Anchor to do our recording, we're switching over to Discord to do our recording and our audio, because how long is each podcast? Well, the first episode's 2 hours long. 2 hours. The next one, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. So, and you got to remember, it's not just going to be me and Tim all the time. So, it's Real Talk with Monty and Tim. We're the hosts, but we like to bring on guests. So, tentatively, we do have a guest already lined up for Wednesday. But if that falls through, we have a secondary guest in the works as well. So, this upcoming week, we will have a guest on the podcast, which I am totally down for and like really excited for. So it's this is probably doing it with another person is so much easier. Like, cause you guys have like seen the little like Mace Valor podcast I put up. The thing is, those are really hard for me to do because I cannot keep myself on topic. I cannot. Like, I have my show notes and everything, but like I just get so bored listening to my own voice. It's different when like, oh, there's a chat function here, I'm at least talking to another human being. But when it's just me sitting down speaking into the mic, I get bored with myself. I'm not carrying on a conversation. Thing is, with Tim, we go back and forth with one another, and because we go back and forth with one another, it's a lot more of a natural conversation, and there's a lot more that can be said about any given topic. So, but I'm telling you, you guys will notice a night and day difference, all right, from the MVP that I did before, and then now Real Talk with Monty and Tim. We went off the name Real Talk with Monty and Tim because my last name, the short version of it, Monty. That's what we decided to do. That's what they called me in the military, was Monty. And the whole premise of the podcast, it's not just me. This is me with another person, and we're hosting it on YouTube because I have YouTube subscribers, and I have reach on here. And Tim's also got his own podcast called Hey Coach. He's a minor league basketball coach for the Lawrence Admirals in Kansas. And his podcast, if you're into sports, his podcast is actually really freaking cool. I've actually listened to a couple episodes, and I'm not even into sports. But the things that he talks about are things that I'm interested in. Like the different nuances in like business and this, that, and the other. Like he had a scout. There was one of the scouts that was on there and was talking about how that all works, and trying to be a scout, trying to be a coach, trying to do all these things in the middle of a pandemic. It's just an interesting thing to kind of see how different avenues of life and living and different jobs and different fields kind of get all messed up all over the place. So just because of all the the COVID regulations and restrictions and whatnot. And also, so I need voice recordings. I really do. So if you guys could click that link, which I will put down again, if you guys can click that link and leave some voice recordings for the podcast, I would love it. Fernando Guzar 2020. Yo, what up? I could use some memos, some just for testing purposes, because today is all about testing. That's kind of what we're been sticking on, is testing, making sure we get everything nice and neat. So I'm pumped, dude. I'm really excited for the direction that everything has been going. You can listen on Radio Public, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Google Podcast, Breaker, and obviously on Anchor.fm. But, probably Spotify is like the number one thing to go. Personally, between Spotify and Google Podcasts, I use Google Podcasts. I like dedicated apps. That's just me personally. A lot of people really love Spotify. I use Google Play Music, and then that kind of went away to YouTube Music. And I tried to translate my playlist from Google Play Music to YouTube Music, and it just wouldn't go. So all the profiles, all the playlists that I had, because I'm the kind of guy where I make a playlist, I'll just listen to that. I do get new music coming in every now and then, but like for certain moods and stuff, I'll stick to a dedicated playlist. And that once that like was gone, it's like, all right, I'm done with this. And so instead of going over to Spotify, which I've used Spotify before, and I do like them, at the time when I was in that transition, Apple had a much better promotional deal than Spotify. So when that runs out, if Spotify has another one, I'll jump on the board with that one. So just kind of where I'm at with it. Yeah, I do like Apple Podcasts. That's my preferred podcasting of choice is Apple Podcasts. That's where I usually listen to all of my stuff. But so when I had a Android phone, it was Google Podcasts that I would use. I've used Podbean or something like that. I've used other ones before. It's just for my updating purposes. Google worked the best on Android, but Apple works great on an iPhone. So it's all about that enclosed ecosystem. You guys know how that is. It's like they love keeping people in that walled garden. So anyway, any other questions, comments, concerns? I'm just waiting for this video to upload for you guys. So I'm gonna keep spamming this out. So go ahead, check out the podcast. Definitely leave a voice memo. I would appreciate it because, like I said, we're doing testing, and I need someone to leave a voice memo on that link to this, so I can. Oh, let me give you guys another link. Oh, I'm just giving links. I gave one of these earlier, so this one is actually going to cancel out the old one I gave. At least it should. Yes, so here is our Discord for the podcast, which I put a lot more effort into than my own. This is the RTMT, Real Talk with Money and Tim, podcast. Oh, yes! Whoa, thank you. Pair character turning around, waving his hand, saying, "Hey, you," while lowering his glasses. Hey. Howdy. 4K, what's going on? Have you listened to the podcast yet? I also just loaded up the Discord if you want to come and be a part of the community. We're building it up right now, so I've done a lot of extensive work on it today. I do need to do some more, but as of now, that's kind of where we're at with that. Also, I also put a link for a voice memo. Oh, did that not? Oh, sorry. I did those out of order on here. There we go. All right, sorry about this. Sorry, the little animation didn't play. I had the stuff out of order on here. Oh, I know it's a long one, but I appreciate you checking it out. What was your first impression so far? Yes, there are some audio issues, which we've rectified since then. I'm going to throw that out there right now. First episode jitters, there were some issues. I apologize, but we know moving forward. Is it unlistenable? No, it's very much listenable. It's just the further along you get in, there's a slight desync that there's noticing with some pauses in between dialogue and stuff. But we've been able to rectify that since then, thank God. But so right here, hold on. All right, so a lot of these are test episodes that we've done. Each bar is a test episode, and we've done quite a few of them. So that's another reason, just to, shameless plug, always be plugging. Hate when I'm in stores, people on social distance. Oh, I'll bring that up in just a second. Actually, yeah, that's what we talk about in the podcast. Thank you for listening. That is just so irritating, man. I know. It's something about it. It's like, you would think that, like, normally we all have bubbles, right? But normally no one cares. with the pandemic, you would think that now that they do. No one does. Oh my goodness. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, that video version's going to be up for you guys soon if you want to listen to it on YouTube. But yeah, each bar is a test version of the podcast that we did. So the cool thing about being on Patreon is that you guys are going to have access to the test versions of the podcast to kind of see the behind the scenes. That's the classification that it's under, is behind the scenes. I need to finish getting those uploaded on Patreon, but thankfully, we just started, so you kind of have the full month, so people will get it. You guys, the people that join Patreon will get it in time. And like I said, people are still learning about the podcast, so I'm not trying to rush it. So I want to make sure everything is nice and peachy for it. So that stuff is going to be up there. For those of you that are really dedicated and you like this version of what I do, I would recommend $1 a month Patreon. I need to also add Discord roles. So for the people that are a part of Patreon, you guys get that nice little badge. And eventually we're going to do like emotes and stuff like that. Emojis or whatever. For those of you that use Discord. Me personally, Discord is my number one choice of social media. It's my personal go-to. Outside of that is Instagram, and then at the bottom of the barrel is Facebook. I mainly have Facebook because I use Messenger, so it's kind of the extension of that. And I also like to see pictures of my nephews and stuff. So I've been rambling, I've been talking, but don't know if I'm really saying much. All right, let's see what else they. Yeah, social distancing is redonkulous. It's. I'm not saying that we shouldn't social distance. I just wish that people actually would, but it's not the world that we live in, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not crazy. I didn't pay for like 3 freaking months. So I wouldn't call that crazy necessarily. No, the repossession was going to happen sooner or later. I think it's interesting that they were able to find me, but I guess, cars got like, when it's under a loan, it has like a GPS sensor in it or something. So I didn't know that. Like, I didn't read that anywhere in my contract or anything, but, when the car doesn't belong to you, it belongs to whoever owns the loan. So that's why that happened. But we all go through these things, and we bounce back from it sooner or later. So fortunately, that's what I've been able to do. It took 5 years, 6 years, 6 years for that to. No, it took 5 years because that was a year ago that it fell off. We paid it off and everything. So, but that was like stabbing my credit, man. Like that was rough. That was not easy in the slightest, man. Not at all. What are your thoughts on the COVID vaccine? Will I get the vaccine? So, look, here's the thing. I'm not anti-vax. Not at all. I'm pro-vax. However, I understand that vaccines need testing. Typically, vaccines, to make the proper vaccine and distribute it and all that stuff, you have to go through all these like different FDA approvals and stuff. So one of the things about a vaccine is that you have to have human trials and stuff. It's kind of early for that, I mean, it's like 10. I mean, when did we really start working on it? Like, I want to say March is when we really started looking on it, because it didn't get here until January and started picking up in February, and then it got to the point in March where it's like, yo, this is bad, we got to close down. So I think it was around February, March when we started looking into a vaccine for it once it hit over on our end. I mean, even if you go like, what, 8 months, we've been working on a vaccine for 8 months and now we want to do human trials on it. I feel like it's kind of rushed. I mean, yeah, I mean, do human trials, but I don't think that like this promotion of like, oh, it'll be out by the end of the year, it's a little far-fetched. I mean, maybe it'll be out in time for human testing, which is kind of what they've been doing now. They've been offering, like, looking for volunteers and stuff, and it's like with the VA, they wanted me to volunteer, and I'm like, I'm not volunteering for this shit. Like, no, not for the human trial. Yo, Baxter, what's up, dog? Yeah, I don't want to be the guinea pig, all right? If you guys do the human trials and a couple months later everything's fine and there's no weird fucking effects of it, then yeah, fine, sign me up, then I'll take the vaccine. But I don't want to be the fucking first one, man. Yeah, right now we're talking about we're discussing the COVID vaccine. I'm perfectly fine with vaccines, but you need some time, you need some testing. I don't want to be the fucking guinea pig, that's all. That's it. Let someone else fucking bite the bullet for humanity on that one. You know, I got kids, man. I ain't gonna. I mean, don't they usually try this shit on monkeys, like chimps and stuff, because of genetic compatibility with our very similar substructure of DNA? You would think, right? Na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Na 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 na. UK government bought 1 million units of the vaccine, I believe. I work in a nursing home. Oof, yikes, bro. All right, so from what I followed. The Last Ship. Yeah, that came out on TV a few years ago. Not like crazy long ago, but it was a while back. Definitely that's one I need to check out. Yeah, I believe you. So the first big instance of the virus was in the US because some guy had visited Wuhan and traveled to Seattle and it spread, right? And nursing homes in Seattle were some of the first affected. And when people started getting sick, nursing homes were hit pretty fucking hard. And it was so early on that no one really reacted much to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, nursing homes and, stuff like that, they're hit pretty hard with this whole vaccine thing. Of course, they're going to want it. They're going to need it. Yeah, UK government bought 1 million units of the vaccine, I believe. I mean, it's cool, but where's all the human trials and stuff? Where's the testing? Where's the vetting? I'm perfectly fine with the vaccine being out there, but we just need to it just feels so early. So that's why I want to kind of wait, do you guys get any hazardous pay for that? That's an essential. That's the thing that gets me, man. These essential jobs. That's an essential job. Working in a nursing home. You would think that there'd be some kind of incentive for you to continue to do your job when you're putting yourself publicly at risk. I'm saying first responders, people in medical fields. And hell, even people that work in grocery stores, people that drive trucks and stuff for a living, people that work at gas stations, these aren't normal jobs. Well, aside from first responders and stuff but there's a lot of jobs that are critically essential that we don't pay mind to on a daily basis, and those people should just get minimum wage. But then when this pandemic hits and these people are out there still providing a service to us, so the truck drivers still, doing long haul shipments. People that are working at gas stations, making sure that people are still able to kind of, get their gas and stuff. What is going on with this? Okay, I'm sorry about that. That was bizarre. Anyway, these guys, these people are heroes, man. The people that work at grocery stores, making sure that we can get in and get fed, people that doing food delivery and stuff, as much as like that's not, this glamorous job to have or a career field to pursue or whatever, you're doing a service. You're helping, people that are going to be staying at home. You're doing your job, helping make sure that they can get their food, get fed, taken care of, and all that. So I have a much higher respect for people in these menial jobs, because this is during this time, they've actually kind of come out and been the heroes, but they were also the number one people to get fucking screwed over because of all this shit. This is a ability I've had to save money. Oh, yes, good old US of A, where everything's, excuse me, so sorry, where everything's a giant shit show. And yeah, we are the guinea pigs. No, let's test positive tomorrow and get paid half my wage. Damn, dude. I'm sorry, man, that sucks. Oh, fuck, dude, there you go. That's some good pocket change, dude. Alright, so half of the podcast is done. I'm still waiting for it to do its thing. So you guys take a look. Halfway there. So should be on YouTube in a while. So starting to slow down a bit. 29 long 12-hour days. Holy hell, man. I like how anti-vaxxers think they would even be able to afford it. Whoa, back up. What's up, Nesto? What are we talking about? What do you mean? Oh, and Baxter. I'm also on YouTube, by the way, which is why the conversation's kind of going back and forth. So I understand that you can't see all the chat. So it's an FYI. If it sounds like I'm talking to myself like an insane person, I'm not. All right, let's see. Oh, Nesto, since you're here now, check out the link dump. Here's our Discord. Join the conversation. Join the party. Nice try, but you can't send a voice message to yourself. Well, that's unfortunate. Control C, close out of that. And then Nesto here as well. Check out the podcast. Leave a voice message for us and it will appear. It's going to be like the test. NBA players first and rapid. Broke people struggling to find it. Ooh. Well, yeah, I understand what you mean. Not just NBA players, but people of social prominence in people that are famous, people that are wealthy. Yeah, because it's not just the fact that. Plus, I got longer on my fat words. September helps. Nice. Yeah, it's not just the fact that you have money. It's not just the fact that you're famous. It's when you do have wealth and you do have a level of fame, you have opportunity. You have. Yeah, have you heard of the economic reset? Here's the thing. They've been talking about that lately, right? They've been talking about that, right? Guess what? Control C. I want you to click this link. This is a book that I wrote. It came out last year. And I started writing it in 2016. So you talk about economic reset. I call myself a prophet. Check that bad boy out. What is Streamlabs? Streamlabs, it basically, it's like a bot. It helps like push out links and stuff on my behalf. So that's my book. Check it out. It's called Shelter. And the event that caused the apocalypse was an economic fucking disaster known as the reset. I'm just saying. And I did all that shit before any of this COVID stuff was a fucking issue. So, yeah, that makes me feel pretty fucking awesome that I was able to do that. Thank you very much. All the people you say you don't deserve, all the people you say don't deserve $15 an hour. How much on Amazon? On Amazon, it's $1. It's just $1 on Amazon, so check it out. If you want to buy a physical copy, I think it's like $6 with Prime, or $5.99. Yeah, so all the people I say don't deserve $15 an hour, that was pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, they did not deserve $15 an hour. But in a COVID world, fuck, dude, they're helping the world go around. They're helping us stay fucking afloat. Truck drivers are different. Truck drivers, first responders, medical staff, nurses, the different practitioners and stuff. Of course, I've always thought that they deserve more than 15 an hour. But I'm talking about the menial labor and stuff. Like, we're talking McDonald's, we're talking Burger King, we're talking Walmart, we're talking people, working at the Amazon warehouse, distribution, fulfillment. These aren't difficult fucking jobs. But in this day and age, every job is fucking risky. When you're working face to face with the public, handling things back and forth. A lot of the jobs we've also realized in 2020, most people can work from home. A lot of these jobs where we were required and mandated to work in a cubicle 9 to 5, we don't have to, because at what we would be doing at work on the computer, we might as well have been doing at home. And that's another thing I think companies are starting to realize is like, fuck, we can have people work from home. We don't really need the overhead of this office building. It seems kind of redundant if we could have most of our employees not even have to work in the building and continue to have the same level of productivity. Chances of me dying of COVID is virtually non-existent. Same as here. Those who are high risk should have self-isolated. Yeah, I'm kind of in the camp of that. I understand the shutdown. I don't agree with it. I understand why it's happening, but more so to the point, I think it's more so this crazy government intervention. It's an excuse for the government to impose, control on us, more so than anything. It's very dystopian. They've taken this as an opportunity to put fear within us, utilizing mass media, and they could just fucking use the fear that mass media instilled in us to fucking, we're going to protect you. Do as we say. No. I enjoy the social side of working. Oh, that's good. Sky News in Australia. The only time I ever watch anything Sky related is Formula One. But yeah, I think that's what it should have happened. Hey, man, there's a sickness going around. Try not to catch it. It's possibly dangerous. So if you're in this high risk category, sorry, but you should self-isolate. That's how it should have been from the beginning. Stay away from old people. Like, try to social distance. But, like, if you get sick, you get sick. But then you get the natural immunity to it. You survive COVID, you get the antibodies, you won't get it again. So, unless it's a different strain. They're actually bucking the trend and arguing against lockdowns. A lot of people are, because we're sick of it. Because the lockdown has destroyed America, and it's profited politicians and major corporations. Those are the only people that have profited. But everyone, middle class and lower, has been fucking pummeled because of this. People have lost their jobs. They're on the verge of losing their homes. They, had to, their entire lives were completely destroyed because of COVID through no fault of their own. But it's horrible, man. I think people were disconnected that death is a part of life. Okay, scared everyone with the daily death figures. Well, that's kind of been the idea, is gloom and doom all around. KC, welcome to the server. Hell yeah, dude. What am I gonna give you? Yeah, what's up? There we go. KC slid into the server. Sweet, got people coming up in this bitch. PRC tests aren't accurate. Is that the nose thing? Because I had that done. I'd argue it's a mathematically generated pandemic. Specify that, please. What do you mean mathematically generated pandemic? Nightclubs should be closed. Why are nightclubs open out here? I wouldn't know because I don't mess around with nightclubs. 19 COVID tests since May. Holy crap. Well, in your career field, makes sense. Yeah, I've had COVID tests. That shit does not feel good. Came up negative, but even still, you never know. They can artificially manipulate the cases. That's the thing, man. Every death is a COVID death, apparently. It's very early on, that was one of the first things that I heard of. If someone killed themselves, it was considered a COVID death. It was like, well, they had COVID-19. It's like, but did they die from COVID-19? It's like, well, he shot himself in the head, but since he had COVID, it's a COVID death. Shot himself in the head, had COVID-19, COVID death. It was a suicide. A suicide due to COVID-19. Like, COVID related. Like, it's just... And that happened, that's happened so many times. And the other thing, too, is that a lot of hospitals would just say that their people in the hospital had COVID-19 because they would get more funding from the state and the federal government if they were dealing with a COVID patient. So, can't trust a lot of the hospitals you go to because they just want to up their numbers. So, you seen the South Park episode? No, I have not. I guess I've scrolled through like Instagram or Facebook and seen the HBO Max commercials, and I heard that there's a South Park episode on there, but I have not seen it yet. So, I'm pretty sure that they're hitting things on the nose pretty good. Is that something that they touched on, were COVID deaths? Mickey Mouse fucking bat. Mickey Mouse fucking a bat. That's how it started? Oh my god, dude. Oh boy! Just squeeze the tip with your lips. Oh boy! Oh, not the best impression in the world, but thank you. I appreciate it. Has anyone left a voicemail yet on the thing? Checking. No, probably not. Of course not. That's fine. Someone will get around to it. It's all good. So aside the COVID fucking catastrophe bullshit that, is whatever, how is everyone? What's been going on? Outside of anything COVID related, how's the world spinning for us? I still need to fucking work on this fucking... I haven't even put anything over here. Yeah, I need to get us going, man. I need to get us going, man. I don't know who Sarah Winkler is. Probably one of Tim's friends, I presume. No idea. Hear me out. Christmas caroling, but we sing Colt 45. Colt 45 and 2 zigzags, baby, that's all you need. Go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed. As the marijuana burns, we could take our turn, singing them sturdy rap songs. Like stop and hit the bong like Cheech and Chong. Yeah, this is, yeah, pretty much is. When Netflix fucking release a good TV show. I don't know, man. I've seen some pretty good stuff on there. Started dating before the pandemic, and now my motivations for dating is kind of non-existent. It's like, it's hard dating in this current world, because you can't really go anywhere or do anything together. You gotta get, like, super creative with it, you know? So, let's see. Right now I'm watching the show called Kingdom. It's a zombie show. I think it takes place in Korea. Not entirely sure. Like ancient Korea, whatever. I'm enjoying that one. I just got done watching The Barrier, which... Like, I liked it. But even when things I like, there are things I don't like about it. But I like The Barrier. Barrier was a good show. Just finished up that. I think season 1. Into the Night, I really liked. To the Lake, I really like. That was a good one. Most of the stuff I watch is post-apocalyptic and stuff. I finished up, let's see, there's a girl I was seeing back in May, but she was still in love with her ex. Should be meeting up this Thursday. We've stayed in touch. Well, that was May. Anything can happen between now and then. Hopefully, things are swinging your way, but you know, love is rough, man. Love is rough, dude. You know, especially when it comes to exes. Exes are fucking messy, man. Exes are messy. It's like even me, man. I've been like chasing after the same, like in the past. I've chased after the same girl that broke my heart. And like, she cheated on me and did all sorts of fucked up stuff, but my head was still like wrapped around her. I see the girl I used to work with back in August. Just a stranger passing by from Ireland. Nice to meet you. Hello. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you have a happy holiday. You as well, the legend. She did you dirty, man. Oh, that was... It's like an over and done with thing. I haven't really paid any mind to it in years, so... But, you know, when I was younger, man, that's how I was. I just totally zoned into this girl, and, you know, I became obsessed with her. You know, unhealthily. Not like stalker status, but like... I couldn't maintain a healthy relationship at all because it was just her in my mind. Whoa! Oh, she likes some older man. She got daddy issues, dude. Yeah. You do you, man. Me personally, I think that I hate it when people say, "Oh, age is just a number." It's like, I mean, well, yeah, age is just a number, but like when you break things down, if you're 38 and she's 22, I mean, what does she have to offer? I mean, it's two separate generations, okay? I mean, yeah, I'm sure the sex might be great, but we had a really nice girl I was training with work the other weeks, but she was 25, too young. Yeah, so usually when it's a huge age gap like that, it's like a sex thing. You know, it's hard to kind of really honestly be into someone with that much of an age gap, you know? I mean, I think like 10 years is more appropriate because even in with the 10 years, you're still hitting the same generation, so you can at least have some levels of similarities and stuff. But anything past 15 is like, it's a bit much. She's a bit out of my league. Don't say that. I mean, the age thing is one thing. But, no. You're putting that person out of your league. Bring them into your league. Think with that mindset, okay? There's no such thing as the friend zone. There isn't. Either someone likes you romantically or they don't. The friend zone is an imaginary place that men make up to put themselves, to place blame on the opposite gender for them not being romantically involved in them. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be a paramedic, whereas I'm a senior career. Women date up. That is true. So, from that perspective, yeah. So, women do tend to date up. And I think men should date up too, but it's kind of intimidating dating a woman, you know, financially above your statue. My lesson to men is to like, don't fucking do that, because the truth of the matter is a lot of girls really don't care. If they like who you are and you prove that, you know, you're kind of badass at what you do and you're a good human being and you're funny and you're charismatic and you're kind and not like a nice guy, but you're genuine, that she'll focus more on that than your job. The fact that you have a job, the fact that you have a career and you have goals is a huge plus, okay? But if a girl is a doctor, she will date someone that's like a station below her. You know, it's men. We're the ones that think to ourselves, oh, I have to be a CEO to date someone that's just under that, like an executive or some shit. No, it doesn't necessarily work that way. Oh, wait, you can't get divorced. Okay, well, there's some complications here, man. There's a lot of complications here. Holy shit. Welcome to the club, because all of us are kind of a little screwy. What in the world, dude? So I've been divorced. It sucks, dude. She won't sign until 2-year separation. Oh, why? Does she still have feelings? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, man. Oh, dude, you gave her the good pipe and now she don't want to let it go. Damn, dude. Don't it... I filed it online under unreasonable behavior. Uh-oh. Oh, no. God, so messy. Okay, I'd hate to do this to you guys, but this is actually almost done. So I have to start writing the description, the title, the tags. I have to do all and I have to do the thumbnail. I have to do all the standard YouTube stuff to get this video out to you guys. So I'm actually going to wrap that up.
You see what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Thank you for joining with us. And hey, check out the Discord. Let me pop that bad boy down one more time. No, that's not Discord. That's my book. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Let me invite. Let's keep the conversation rolling. Let's keep this conversation going. Anyone, everyone, check out the Discord link right there. That's where you can find me. Real Talk with Monty and Tim, our podcast, blah, blah, blah. Try to get me sacked from pretty much every job I've had and cheated. Wow, so she's batshit fucking crazy, man. She probably knows my ex-wife. They should swap stories, man. Alright, you guys have a good one. Check out the Discord. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the donation earlier. And I will be seeing you guys. You guys will see me again on YouTube very shortly once I publish this video, but I gotta do all the stuff for it now. So as always, I'm your oh so glorious beloved Mace Valor, signing